Aloha, and welcome to Maui Live Show's The Tub. In The Tub this week are some of Maui's best-known personalities, talking about life on Maui. Welcome once again to Maui Live Show's The Tub.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to The Tub. We have quite a show planned for the day. The first question, because we started the show a few times. I don't think it's any secret. People out there know. And but we want it to be right. We don't like a hum in the microphones and so on and so forth. Look at Sonny. He doesn't even want to be here anymore. Look at that. He said, what am I doing here?
That's how you keep children here.
All right. So anyway, the first question I have is, how do I look?
You look fabulous.
Do I look okay?
Very blue.
I like the stash.
Well, I did that for Hotel Balderdash. We'd have a kid show, and I have we call it a Balder stash, and that's what I have. Yeah.
Clever.
Balder
Can't do a
stash.
kid show without a mustache.
Yeah. Well, I can't. But I've always had a mustache. Very few years did I not have a mustache. And
it was 10 years before I saw you without one.
I know.
And it was horrible.
And it was 11 years before she saw me naked. I don't know why. Okay, so it...
A man without a mustache is naked.
All right. So I was shaving before the show so I would look good. And I nipped myself right here. Am I still bleeding there?
Just keep the microphone where it is.
Just keep the microphone where it is? You can't tell it?
Yeah, you can't see it.
Oh, okay.
With the microphone where it is.
Do I look all right, though, folks?
Very handsome
Let's
tonight.
introduce the people of the Tub because I can take all the time. I could take a lot of time on me, and normally try to. Let's welcome to the Tub the one and only radio personality, artist. He's a star of stage and screen, and a darn good friend of mine, Bill Best. Hey! All right.
Oh my goodness!
We also want to welcome a funny man, very funny man, on the island. Does stand up. And humor that I appreciate. I'm not sure everyone appreciates your humor. But let's welcome Sonny Dennis.
Yay!
Sonny, say hello to everybody. I want to test
How's it going, everyone?
Okay, there it is. Are you sounding really nice?
You should be on radio.
And I want to go to another funny man. Very, very funny. But he's also extremely talented when it comes to the arts.
Is this me again?
He's a... He's funny. He's a good actor. He's a good singer. He's very talented. And like I've always said one time, the guy I wanted to be when I was your age, here he is, Chino LaForge.
Chino! Thank you.
Bravo.
And I'm not going to say it again, but someone I would have loved to have been had I been different.
In another lifetime.
Or at least had a ticket to time.
Sure.
Yeah, there you go.
Yes. Good one.
The talented radio personality, good writer, just a good person who raises all kinds of money for charities all over.
Oh, she does.
It's Trisha the Dish.
Yeah, Trish the Dish. I listen to your show all the time.
Oh, thanks, dog.
I'm curious, is
Yeah.
the dish a Nordic name or no?
Please ask me during the question portion.
All right.
I actually
Larry.
watch your
Yeah,
show,
yeah.
but that's another.
What's it, Michael?
Yeah, I think
I knew it.
Chino has another accolade.
Well, wait. I'm getting it. I accolade for
Okay,
it
I'm
enough.
backing up. I'm
I
backing
got
up.
We're not bringing the porn.
Whoa.
We're not
Man, I
talking
can
about
only have so much accolade here, okay?
I'm not ready for that yet.
Well, it hasn't come out yet. So.
We want to thank Bill Best for the wonderful artwork that we see throughout the studio.
yes.
From BillBestOnMaui.com. Thank you, Bill.
Thank you. I put up a special religious piece just for you, Larry.
All right.
I feel like your stuff should be in Hayden Ashbury, and there should be like women hanging out. Yeah, that's what
I've
you've
been that, done there.
You've been that done.
Been
What else
that,
is
done
new,
there.
Trish?
You know, I love Bill's art. But this art here, we actually did a commercial for it previously to the show. Bill's trying to hawk his art.
Yeah.
And if you could just give a little... How can I say this? A little plug for your own commercial.
It's so mysterious. Even I don't know what it is.
Yeah, there it is.
I don't know.
Isn't that captivating?
I don't
There's a
know
lot
what
of
it
power
is.
in mystery.
Yeah,
I just don't know.
Right.
He
Anyway,
wants to give it to you, but you can't.
this is the first time we've been doing commercials in the show, and it's nice to have people who actually step forward and will do a commercial.
Hawk their wares.
Yes, and hawk their wares, as it would. I wanted to thank everyone who welcomed. Oh, look who's here! It's Michael McCartney. Come on in here.
My goodness.
Yeah, Michael McCartney.
Fashionably late.
Mike McCartney.
He has good reason. Not good enough for me,
He
but
brought
good for
in
you.
his
All right.
big 6-inch microphone.
Wow.
Here, hide that
5
somewhere.
3/4.
And,
Ours is
nice.
larger.
You're very generous.
All right. So,
Size matters.
all right. Go ahead and plug it in. I think I've got it turned down so you can do that. But I was going to talk about Hotel Balderdash that came on the air. Again, another reason I have the Balderdash because Balderdash. It's because it's a new kid show to the island, and if I do say so myself, which if I don't, no one else would. It's a very, 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 very good show.
Well, it's a
Has
good
anybody
mustache.
seen it yet? Anyone?
I watched it a couple. It's like very Banana Splits-esque.
It is, isn't it? Kind of.
Brought that nostalgia.
I
back
wanted
to
it to be more like Laugh-In for kids or whatever you will. And the music is phenomenal. I wrote all the music. Did you
the
like
music.
that?
Who's the band you guys have on?
Love the music.
The Banana Band?
Yeah,
Pretty
they're
talented group. weren't they?
Banana
They're
band.
good
Actually-
at playing in monkey suits.
Actually, truth be known, and this is a show that tells the truth, unlike Hotel Balderdash. I played all of those instruments on there too. I couldn't afford a musician, so I decided, that I do that too.
You're more talented than I thought.
Yeah, right.
I'm not as talented as you thought, Bill.
Can I buy one of those Balderstashes, by the way?
Yeah,
I think that's
that might be something I can market.
I
Okay.
think so.
I do want to say that Michael and I went to see LaForge. Did anybody else go to see that?
I missed Lacage off full.
Yeah. Did you go?
I missed it, unfortunately.
Oh my gosh. Let me just tell you, I went kicking and yelling. I did not want to go to that show, but since Michael Pulliam, was in charge of it, and I love Michael Pulliam. Remember we had him on the show
Hi,
last
Michael.
month.
Wherever
Since
you
that,
are.
I went.
Sleepy.
Michael said, we got to go. We got to go. And I said, well, yeah, we don't have to go. But she said, oh, yes, we do. And you know who won. So we show up to the theater, and I'm thinking, I'm going to hate this thing. And then the show starts. And this is the honest truth. I have never, in a show, including your show, I have never laughed this hard. I mean, it was like I was laughing so hard, I was crying. Tears just rolling. But I'm, and that embarrasses most people. But since everybody else was laughing, it was phenomenal. But then when the sad scenes come, I am bawling. I just can't stand it because I'm a crier, and I'm just crying. So I'm laughing, I'm crying, but I'm tearing every time that anything happens. It was the most marvelous show. If you ever get a chance again and they bring it here, you ought to go see it. Did you see it?
No, I did not.
You did not
You're
see it.
wailing like a baby. They didn't escort you out?
Well, everybody was pretty well laughing.
Did you have to dry the tears from your mustache?
It was wet though.
I think he was having
What's with the mustache thing?
flashbacks from his childhood.
Was it in
started it.
French?
All right. So
Was it in French, by the way? La cage feu.
no,
I saw
no.
a lot of
there-
the photos. They were
La
pretty
cage feu.
interesting.
Let me tell you what was
Charles
really
Cook,
interesting.
our friend Charles,
No,
was
no.
in there.
What was really interesting and
Crazy.
because I'm a person, I love to laugh, I love to cry, and I love to lust. And what?
In that order.
Yeah.
Maybe not that order, but anyway.
These are rabbits everywhere.
Regardless, it was very confusing for my sexuality. No, and let me tell you, don't laugh. Or go ahead, but
We all
the
suspected
reason
this
was
anyway.
is they bring all the girls
Not there's anything
on
wrong with
stage, but half of them are men. But I can't tell which half, are men. So I could not lust during the show because I was afraid I might be lusting after what I shouldn't be.
Well, there's
Oh,
a
yeah.
saying out there. It's pretty is pretty.
Yeah, pretty is
Nothing wrong with
pretty.
that, yeah.
Pretty
Don't hold
is
back,
pretty.
man. Don't
And
hold
they're-
back.
And I'm just telling you, I learned a little. But at the end, they come out, they take off their wigs, and you go, "Oh, glad I didn't go there because I thought I would." It was just one of those things because half of them are guys and half of them are girls.
That's where you make a game out of it, though. And
Yeah.
something that shows
It was
fun.
totally a game.
I can't find the Adam's apple. Can you?
All right, so great
This
show.
just sounds like Friday and Saturday in my
At the
life.
triangle, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. This is
That's a Sunday.
Ambrosia, yeah.
Ambrosia.
Leo Craig is not here. She had the flu, so she just texted me and said, I ain't gonna make it. Well, that didn't sound so
Yeah, I was like-
sincere.
What's that on?
I don't know. What was worse, his wham wham or your impersonation. Both those were quite mocking.
That was
And
sincere.
want to bring out the point that Chino, our very own Chino LaForge, 94.3 FM, the ex Maui's old school station.
Allocate.
What time?
You're back on.
Every Monday through Friday, 6 a.m. to 10 a.m.
Right, and I was listening. And the only thing, and I have this same problem with you, McCartney, and a lot of radio personalities, is you don't talk enough. And you sounded really stiff, I thought. Didn't you think you were stiff?
Well, it was the second show. We're still tooling around with live transmission, so there's a lot of technical errors that we're planning through
on mine, yeah,
simultaneously.
it was going up with
No, it wasn't
down.
on yours. It was on everyone's. It
Oh,
was.
it was on- so I shouldn't feel special.
No, we're working out the bugs. We're still trying to work out our dynamic too.
Yeah.
But we do have very
early.
But
very
hey,
strict
what?
designations for time at the moment, just because we're a new show. We're kind of blending into what used to be
Gotcha,
more of a
gotcha.
jukebox feel.
Yeah, that's
so we
what
don't
I
want to
got.
interrupt the listeners who are used to having their music fill, and we
Yeah.
don't want to, overstep our bounds. And we wanna
I
kinda
literally listened
get
for
people
dinner,
like us
Michael, for
first, yeah.
45 minutes. You didn't say a word.
That's like 6
that
Mariah
was
Carey
probably the
songs.
first hour
That's
of the
a
show.
long attention span,
Because you're
Larry.
tired or what?
No, we actually had some technical difficulties today, and
Technical
we had to do
difficulties.
technical difficulties, statistics.
Actually,
Those are tough words.
I
all
listened
those.
yesterday, too.
Technical
Yeah, I nailed it. I nailed it quickly.
Now, ironically, most people are the complete opposite of you, right?
What's that?
You say we don't talk enough,
Yeah.
where everybody else is telling us to shut up.
Well,
They can
I
buy
just-
an
Bill knows.
iPad.
Bill knows.
if I'm going to listen to music, I'll just buy an iPad or on my phone. If I want to listen to you, I want to listen to you. So yeah, I do have a complaint. I wanted you to know.
Call the
that-
station. Let them know you want to hear more.
Yeah, no, you really have the possibility of having a great radio show, but it hasn't manifested. So.
Not yet.
Yeah,
Second
and-
show. Come on.
Dude, he
No,
ripped on me last time. I cried when I left.
I did
there.
really say some unwarm things about Andy and Beatrice last time, so I deserve it. I deserve it.
You deserve it.
I deserve it. I'm taking
deserve
it.
it.
No,
By the way,
I'm-
Chino wanted to take on the role as Beatrice. He's felt so passionate about the script that he's actually going
I
to.
Yeah,
don't.
I mean-
I'm not sure you. Do you? Seriously? No, seriously. I
no,
want to
not
know this
seriously.
seriously.
Trish is trying
Dad,
to
can I
bait
be
me into
excused from the
something I don't
table?
Start a football
All
team.
right. What haven't I talked about yet? I wanted to show that when we gave Ulalani's, is that how you say the?
Ululani.
Yeah, Lonnie, Shave Ice, the plug. We gave it the tub bump, if you remember. Now look what happened in the newspaper.
Oh, yeah.
This guy gets front page
Didn't know what
coverage.
spilled.
That's actually a real gift certificate. Don't lose. It's
but
a real
fake shave
one.
ice.
For shaving. What? But anyway,
Kind of
What is that,
bulky for
coconut
your
flavor?
pocket.
What kind
what's
of
this
flavor?
guy's name? I forget what his name is, but he was very appreciative of us and what we
David.
did for him.
David, yeah.
And then today up at Food, what is it called? Foodland. We ran into.
Foodland.
Remember when?
Foodland.
Land of
Foodland, man,
food.
Finland.
Foodland.
We ran into.
Spit it out. Spit
Chris-
it out.
Christine and Larry.
It's not easy to spit in this group, okay? So we ran into Christine and Larry of
The very first episode.
Shaka. Yeah, you remember that. Remember? Were you
I
all here
remember.
for
I was
that?
here.
You
Yeah.
weren't. but-
I was here.
Yeah, no, that was.
I'll never forget it.
Yeah, that was fun,
pretty
and they
riveting.
actually remembered us because this actually happened to me. We went to the Mac for a show, and Christine is there. All right, she's standing in the lobby, and I walk up to say hi, thinking, "Wow, she's going to say, hey, it's Larry," and she didn't recognize me. Did not even recognize.
Was it the mustache?
She didn't recognize me either.
No, I had my beard back then. She didn't recognize Michael either, so it was like, what are we, nobody here?
Well, see, on the show, you're sitting down. She saw you walking in the lobby of a theater.
You're so much
You know,
taller.
she didn't expect you to be this
so
Will
much taller
Chamberlain
sitting
guy.
there.
So much taller.
He
Anyway,
really is. He can dunk on
they're
me.
doing really well. They're still doing well, and they wanted to thank us for the great promotion we gave them because it really doubled their business.
Yay!
So wait a minute.
All right.
Let's go back
us.
for a second.
And
So
we
you're
got
in
free shave ice out of
Foodland.
it.
Yeah, I'm at Foodland.
Did they recognize you then, or did you have to say, hey?
They actually recognized Michael because I had that cool hat that Bill gave me on, and
The
they didn't
Tango.
quite recognize me.
Hilarious.
Yeah, but they recognized Michael, so it was a good thing.
You were
And-
wearing something different that day?
All right. So anyway, that's taking place. I think I took care of all the business.
Oh, great.
I would like everybody to just to plug their shows because I never give you the opportunity. Is he here now? Oh wait, our I told you we were going to have pizza for the tub,
Really?
and Michael just told me that the pizza guy is now delivering
Pizza.
the pizza. You didn't know about this? You knew about
I
this.
saw the boxes as I walked
Uh,
in.
I love that we get
He's
food.
been here a few minutes.
Yeah, he's
but
wearing his hat.
really?
Yep.
The guys,
It's Pizza Chef.
Pizza chef.
Pizza Chef delivery.
Yeah, this is a cool deal because he gets it from that Little Caesars down there, and they promise 5-minute delivery or it's free. And of course, to get up to haiku, it's a lot more than that, so it's a free pizza for me.
Yeah, go
That's
through-
what I say.
go
And
through
the guy
Paella.
delivering it is a star of a Hotel Balderdash. He's Chef Cool. And,
Chef Cool is here.
Chef Cool, come on in here.
Come on, Chef Cool.
Here he is delivering pizza to us. Yeah. And Chef, you've got all kinds of pizzas for us here. You've got meat pizzas, you've got veggie pizzas, you've got meat pizzas and veggie pizzas.
Do you have anything with just a hint of dolphin?
And mongoose.
Sorry.
And mongoose.
Do you have any dolphin?
got mongoose.
Let's
Do you have any
block Larry in the
dolphin
visual.
shark
there's
here?
somebody
Hey, that's a
else's.
better shot of me than I've
Hey.
ever had. Yes.
This would be mine over
Yeah,
here.
that looks
Isn't
good.
that beautiful?
All right, so take a piece of pizza. Do we have plates over here, I think, on the side?
Can we throw
And,
the cans at him now?
Throw the cans at him? No. I'll tell you what. The guys who deliver pizza, and Chef Cool, you can tell them this is the truth, they actually expect tips.
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, you get tips where you work, you know.
I hope so.
And I try to give you tips all the time about your comedy act, but you never take it.
They've been taken.
Yeah, okay.
Into consideration.
But these guys work very hard to get us our pizza on time and free, which is good.
And warm.
And,
Driving their own cars.
And warm. So, yeah, driving their own cars. And we just want to say thank you so much, Chef Cool, whose real name is Joe Abella.
Yay, Joe!
And again, if you've
I
seen
know
Hotel
Joe.
Balderdash, she's fantastic. You
I
don't
know
know
Joe.
him.
I knew him before I knew you.
You knew him before.
Yeah, he was my friend.
Did you know he's my nephew?
I know. He was embarrassed when he told me, but we dealt with it.
Most people are.
We moved through it. We danced the
So
night
you
away.
actually knew each other before this.
From
hangs out.
Hanabata days.
Yeah, oh
Unbelievable.
yeah, that's it, totally.
All right, so that's cool.
So should we do like they did on the Oscars?
We're going to. Yes.
You're going to do it?
You're going to do it.
I'm going to do it?
You're going to do it. We're going to.
I say she should do it. Trish should do it. She's a good
We're talking
photographer.
about the selfie, right?
Right.
Yeah, we're going to do that because I stole this deal from the Oscars. We should have pizza delivered, and here it is. But we want to give you your tip, Bill. What tip do you have for Joe here?
Well, I spared no expense whatsoever.
Oh, thank you so much.
Can of
Actually,
spam.
You
probably
can do
like-
wonders with this.
No,
Yeah, that's
no
good.
expense whatsoever.
Just one can,
Sonny,
though?
did you happen to bring anything?
That's nothing compared to two.
Oh, two.
Ooh, I got three.
I know they're cutting out the sodium though. So
What a coincidence.
Sonny,
that
you're
you
such
should
a show
also-
off.
How about
Yeah,
you, Chino?
I actually bring spam everywhere I go.
No.
So
Do you?
I'm glad I'm not left out.
That we would
what to
all.
say.
I actually have a gift card from
don't
Ululani's
you-
right here.
Whoa!
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, they were in the paper.
Is it
They're
spam
kind of a big
flavored?
deal.
An original gift. I wish I had
That was
thought
sick.
of that.
That was sick. That was terrible. And McCartney, do you have a tip for our pizza guy here?
Well, it's basically you got to have 25% less sodium.
Yeah.
So this
So-
makes 50%.
Nice.
I've got two more here
You
for you.
get
2 more
100%
cans
with
of
4
spam.
cans.
Let's hear it for
The gift of 50%
Joe
spam goes a
Abella
long
on
way.
pizza.
Right.
Jeff Cool. And who does that? Who
I have
does
no
that?
idea. Who is that?
We
Wait, do you do that each time? Because I've looked around the table. It's you, isn't it? And I love it. I love that. Do it for me one time. Go.
Oh, it's like
Do it
it's like
for me
asking a
one
comedian to do a joke.
more
or
No, no.
Asking
Okay.
a waiter to do
Let's
a.
hear it for Joe. Now do it.
dance, monkey, dance.
It's you that do it?
Hey, you didn't do it?
I think it's you that do
Not all
it.
of us are going to do it at once and freak out.
Whoever does it, I love it. You can do it more. All right, we're going
So,
to
Joe,
take.
how much did he pay you to do this?
A lot.
Yeah.
Whoa. Who else is getting paid?
Hey, who else is getting paid at this
Hey,
table?
hey, have I ever been known as
pizza
cheap?
and
Day with
Never.
food.
I just keep
Maui
getting chocolate
feeds.
high every time I leave here.
Yeah, I know. Okay, guys, we've never done this before. While you're getting your pizza, we're going to take a little break from the tub, and we're going to have our commercial break, and
have
we'll,
And then we'll
sponsors?
tell off.
we'll
Then
be
we'll
back
come
right
talk
after
about
this.
ourselves. Yay!
All right.
Pizza.
Oh, hello, friends. This is Bill Best. You know me from radio, television, and stage. I'm also a fine artist. My work has been seen in many, many shows at the Huinoia Visual Arts Center and Art Maui. This year I thought, since I'd been in Art Maui so many times, I would not enter my work in the show this year and let somebody else have a chance. That means I'm overstocked. I don't know what to do with all this art. So, it's art by the pound. And I have some of the finest outsider art you're likely to see. All-weather art, suitable for your patio, your garage, your basement. Hell, I've got hundreds of pieces in my basement right now. And you can take advantage. You know, this piece right here is part of my mystery series. So mysterious, I don't even know what it is. I need a flashlight just to see what it is. You can take advantage of this great opportunity right now to own one of my fine masterpieces at cut rate prices, more than half off. It's art by the pound. And say, you know, at my age, I could drop dead at any time. So this is your great opportunity before the prices skyrocket when I'm no longer with us.
Want to thank everybody again for being here at the Tub. I've asked you to come prepared.
So many calories.
What, pizza?
All this tape. Every time we come here, it's so much delicious food.
You know,
I love you guys. It's like going over to my mom and dad.
You sure know how to plan a meal.
Yeah.
I love it. So I was trying to say thank you.
It's Chef Cool, Chef Cool. And if you haven't seen he was very good, wasn't he, Sonny, on Hotel Balderdash?
Hotel Balderdash.
Yeah,
Stole
yeah.
the show.
Fantastic.
He's a good dancer, too. He cuts the rug.
I didn't know that about you. You cut rugs?
Is that a work for
No, I
Is
do, I do.
that a euphemism? What's going on here?
Seriously, is he a good dancer? I didn't know that.
He works
He's
at
a good dancer.
he works at
Really?
Wayne Carpet.
All right.
He paid me, too, to say this.
Oh, okay.
I love
Well-
your family.
I have asked you guys to come prepared with some special stories, crazy things that may have happened to you this month or, just, not in the long distance. And because I find that our own personal lives are more interesting to me, especially my own, than anything else.
And you're going to be disappointed by what we have to share.
Pretty ridiculous.
This is the honest truth.
For yourself.
McCartney sends me, and this I probably shouldn't tell you. He sends me a text, no, a message. Was it a text?
I have no
And
idea.
I'm going to tell the story, so it's one or the other. And he says, "Hey, I'm coming to the Tub, but I have been sick all week. I had a fever. See, now you're all contagious, guys."
Thank you very much.
And he
I got
said,
the cure. It's
It was
Michal
food
Bell.
poisoning,
No,
so
here-
there's no
"Oh, it was food poisoning."
Got a fever.
which caused a fever, which I still have. It's
Got
coming
it.
down.
All right. So, but he says to me, he says, "So don't expect much out of me at the Tub. I will be a little fuzzy." To which I responded, "I never expect much out of you. It's all in the timing. Remember that. Okay. I never expect that much out of you, and you normally deliver." I got nothing. I got nothing. I got nothing. I don't know if anybody noticed in the remember when we did the rap.
Yeah.
And McCartney, I couldn't get him to rap, and he kept saying, "I got nothing, I got nothing, I got nothing." When we did Balderdash, if you go back and watch the show, you will see it, and it's just inside shtick. That's all it is. When I ask him to do something, we both go, "I got nothing, I got nothing, I got nothing, I got nothing." But that's inside. Don't you like those inside jokes? He also called me Larry twice, but it's unnoticeable. I'm cannibal on
Kids,
the
they
show.
don't get it.
Yeah. I love all that stuff. And Bill was fantastic on the show too. What
You're allowed
was
to do
Jingle?
kid shows?
Yes, he loved.
If I'm 300 feet away.
Okay.
From
Yeah.
the church or the school.
If it's
All
not
right.
filmed, it's just basement.
Anyway, McCartney.
Man.
We green screen the kids.
Yeah, you're not really feeling very good, huh?
I feel better now. She's touching me.
He's eating pizza, Larry.
Yeah.
You can't feel that
He's got
bad.
an Austin Powers tie.
Okay, so who would like to start with something crazy or funny that's happened to them recently? Anybody got one? Got some? Chino, I can see you're
Sure.
just chomping, man.
I always, no, I'm not chomping. I
You're
have to wait my
chomping,
turn. I got
man.
one, though. I was at the station early this morning, about 5:50.
Yeah.
And I was about to walk in. This white Corolla pulled up right next to my Cadillac. Windows were tinted, and it was like really ominous. I mean,
Yeah.
like right at the base of Happy Valley. That's where the station is. So I'm kind of like, what's going on here? And I roll down the window, like,
Yeah.
Psst.
No,
And I walk over.
No, really.
Like, we think you should read this. And they roll up their windows and drive away, and it was Jehovah's Witness stuff.
Oh, gee.
And I was like, I thought I was participating in a drug deal. I really thought.
That's what I
They're
thought.
very sneaky now.
But
They're very
no,
sneaky.
now I realize the dangers of Wailuku at 5 a.m. It's forcing these wonderful little old ladies to drive around in their tinted Corollas, just
It's a
practically
drive-by.
throwing things
On a
at you and then
weekday,
leaving.
It's a
yeah.
drive-by.
On a Tuesday, yeah.
A religious drive-by.
That's really funny.
Yeah, I thought so too. I just didn't know how to
I
phrase it
thought for
until
sure
now.
you were getting like a, "Hey, buddy, one.
Yeah, I mean, because if you were a drug dealer, you'd probably look at me and go, "That's somebody who would probably buy something."
Right.
It's the facial
Anybody in
hair.
Happy Valley.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, but
I'd be a drug dealer.
I'm wearing comedy T-shirts. So like, this guy is definitely on drugs.
Yeah.
And no, they were on par with the Jehovah's Witness stuff. And I was like,
Cool. Yeah.
That was sneaky. The Jehovah's Witness invited themselves into my house once.
They invited themselves.
Because you know in
like
Haiku,
cops.
How do you do that?
I lived in Haiku, and down
Yeah.
the street from Haiku is one of their big sanctuaries, temples. I don't know what they're called. I'm
They have
sorry.
temples?
Whatever, they're gathering places. And they came in and they're like, "Oh, I'm sorry. Can I use your bathroom real quick?" I was like, "Yeah."
Use
So
your
I let them in the
bathroom.
bathroom. They came out. They sat on my couch and they're like, "Have you found Jesus, sister?" And I'm like, "Who?" And it was like creepy little like
Who's sister?
Children of the Corn kids like on the couch. And they found out they were Jehovah's Witnesses. They left pamphlets all over the bathroom.
Yeah.
Like in and out of the magazine.
No, really?
Yeah. Like I was like, "You kids are awful."
next to the prescriptions.
Yeah. No, they took the prescriptions, and I was like,
Oh, that's terrible. That's good.
You didn't say they were Mormon.
That's why you keep two of them.
Yeah, yeah.
So they can keep
It
judging
was
each
a
other.
girl and a boy too. They tag teamed me.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Anybody else? That's a good one. We may come back to you because I know you got millions of stories. How about you, Sonny? Yeah, do it for it.
Earlier this
Yeah.
week, I was heading to work, catching the bus, and a homeless man approached me with a backpack and tried to sell me a mongoose.
Seriously.
No,
He had 3 mongooses in his backpack.
No.
Are they alive?
Yeah, they were alive.
Okay.
No, they were like, rubber banded up. He's like, yeah, it's like a terrible thing. But all I could
How
think
much were
was
they?
like $20. You know what I mean?
Were
How
they like-
much is a hit of something?
Were they
there?
going to be pets or were they going to be food? I mean, what was his?
well, he's a
what were
homeless-
his intentions?
just
for you to-
KFC.
$20 at a
KFC.
time.
Yeah.
I don't know. They're cute. But all I could think was.
Was it alive?
So how many did you
Yeah,
buy?
they were alive.
How many did you buy?
Live mongoose.
Yeah, I mean, it's a good investment.
But
when you
no,
think
the
about
funny
it.
part is he really expected you might want to buy that.
Well, not only that, when I'm on my way to work on the bus,
He's wearing a Pokemon
I mean,
shirt.
I'm
Of course he wants to
Of
buy a
course I want to
mongoose.
buy it. Where am I going to hold on to this thing? Then? You know
It's
what I
It
mean?
has special powers.
Can't
I
leave
didn't
it in
bring
the
my
car.
backpack.
That's fantastic. Isn't it?
Kihei at its best.
That's called Kihei Bus Stop Story
right.
362 of the week.
So I have a funny. Michael, as you know, if you've ever been upstairs here, did you see that already? If you go upstairs, we have a special toilet, and the toilet is
Solid gold.
It's
Prepared to
tickles
have
your
this edited
fancy.
out of the
let's
program.
put it this way: it's very touchy.
It's a duvet.
You have to hold down the
Toilet's very touchy.
Rules. There's so many bathroom rules.
kind of. You have to hold down the handle, then it flushes, and it's fine. But when we have guests, they usually flush, and it will flush. But the water just will keep running and running and running.
no.
So Michael said, "Well, we got too many guests. We got to do something about this. We need to put a little sign on our toilet." I said, "Michael, let's not put a sign. Let's just let the water run. That's fine." She said, No, we gotta put a sign.
Why is she over
Yeah.
Why is she Italian mafia all of a sudden?
She's got the Sicilian accent on.
What's your real
that's
last
the way
name
I
over
see
there?
I'm in
Walking.
charge.
Michael Rubini.
Michael in charge. They call
Is
it
it
okay.
that sign that says we don't swim in your swimming pool or we don't? How
It's
does
not
work?
that sign.
Oh.
That's a whole other sign. We don't have that sign.
The
by the
sign
way.
I saw says "Go outside."
I wish we'd have had that. But
Please.
she has on there, flush, hold down the handle, and then it says jiggle at the end. Okay, so that's fine. I mean, it explains the situation. So I'm looking at this sign. She takes it off when it's just the two of us. And so anyway, I'm looking at the sign, and she's got it over the side on a kind of a credenza thing, and I'm reading it. It's like flush, hold the handle down, and then jiggle at the end. Except she had spelled jiggle, giggle. Giggle. It's up there right now.
That's adorable.
So I'm thinking to myself, that would be cool. Somebody going to flush and then giggle at the end.
Well, in order to save myself,
Yeah.
you did ask me.
Yeah.
By the way,
I did.
Michael, how do you spell
jiggle.
jiggle? And I said Jiggle.
She did, yeah.
And he goes, really?
Really? Well, then why does this say giggle at the end?
And it's been there for a long
Giggle,
time.
shiver, same thing.
The iPhones have changed our brains to have pretext now. It's a problem.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. All right. Let's see. Anyone? Okay, Bill, you're up. Do it.
It's not funny.
Oh.
It's not funny.
Well, really, it's supposed to be funny,
Well,
Way to preempt the
We-
story, dude.
Yeah.
I lost my cat, Bob.
You
Died. I assume it died.
I assume.
Yeah.
Or
The cat
We take the cat out
we go.
to
Yeah.
deep
Dark
sea
chef.
fish. The cat deep sea fishes with us. Very good, you know.
Really, it goes with you fishing.
Yeah. yeah. And
Wow.
I don't really know what happened, but we pulled up the little helmet,
Uh-huh.
and she was gone.
She was gone.
I heard that there was a giant clam in the area. That
A giant clam.
Anyway, I'm real sad about it. So
These are true stories. That's why I love them so much.
So I thought I'd bring the rest of the.
You just like to
fur,
bring out
too.
these little
Some
weird
fur.
gadgets you get at the antique store.
Bob's gone. Bob didn't bob so good.
Wait. I can tell he's hurting. Bill, we're sorry
The
for
collar
you.
with the bell is still there.
Yeah.
Bob.
No, Bill, thank you for sharing that with us.
Sorry, it didn't brighten our day, but I just
Kinda
had to
heavy,
share
no
it.
wonder.
Actually, I just don't feel like doing any more of the show. Anybody else?
I bummed
I want to
everybody
quit.
out.
I just.
Let's take a break for pizza. Then.
All right, we're going to take
least for
another
Bob.
little break for pizza, and we'll be back with this right after this commercial break.
Bob.
Hey, I'm Joe here, and we got the new improved Swillow Pillow. That's right, folks, Swillow Pillow. This isn't just bubble wrap. This is the new real deal, Swillow Pillow. Guess what? It's filled with our new all-time Himalayan air from the Himalayas. That's right, nice and comfy. Doesn't look too hard, right? And if you act now and buy it right now, we're gonna throw the Invisi-Brush. Yeah, just paint anything. Guess what? You can only see the colors because it's the Invisi-Brush. Act now.
Hello, and welcome back to the tub. Let's hear for each
Going
of us.
on 17 hours now, ladies and gentlemen. It's a marathon.
You're not eating enough pizza. Would you please eat more? You haven't had any pizza, have you?
I had too much chocolate.
Don't eat any.
What?
It's
What?
stale.
There's no such. That's like saying
Okay.
too much.
I know. Has anybody here ever been so full that you couldn't eat another bite?
No.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
yes.
Have you really?
Well,
Like your
I
esophagus.
actually vomited.
You were
I
so
ate so
full?
much food
And
that
then
I
you can eat more food
I
after
did
that.
I did
It's like-
actually. It was the best and worst Thanksgiving ever.
It's called your early 20s and you're a man.
I used to be known as Bill Lemick.
God, don't ever let him do stand up, please. Okay.
Open mic tonight.
Yeah, open mic. So I'm wondering.
He's besting anorexia right now.
I don't think I've ever been so full that I couldn't eat another bite. You know how people, I couldn't eat another bite. I've never been that full.
Still dessert.
There's always room for dessert.
And then somebody says, "How about some ice cream?" You betcha.
Right.
You know, there's always room for ice cream or dessert. Have you noticed that? Even when you can't eat another bite. But I will say this: I do not remember a time. I'm sure there's been that I
Back
could
in the
have
1800s.
that I have ever said I couldn't eat another bite because I knew I could. Now, everybody here could. Chino, you know what I'm talking about.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
I'm chewing as we speak.
yeah. And it's a nice chew. I hear it in my headsets and it feels.
He actually has a hollow leg. He used to be Toady Field. Is that an?
And nobody knows who that is.
That's too soon.
That's too
So
soon.
bad
That's
it
way too soon. All right.
I'm just glad I got it.
Made me
No,
laugh.
I got it.
Made me laugh.
Shall we go with Sonny? Want to tell funny?
Funny.
No, another one.
The
Another
mongooses.
Who haven't we heard from?
I'll tell it funny.
Oh, Trish. Okay,
I think
forget
you-
it, Sonny. I was going to you twice. Okay. No, you.
I don't know. It's funny. I thought it was really cool. So I was on Facebook and I saw that my friend was giving away a 4-foot unicorn,
Yeah.
stuffed animal unicorn, and I was like, "Oh, really?"
Who wouldn't
And so
want
I
that?
messaged him right away, like, you know, I have a friend that liked this unicorn. Can you save it for me? And he laughed and he's like, I put that Facebook message up 5 minutes ago, and I've had 15 people already message me about that damn unicorn because
Really?
he had a big list of things like, you know, like furniture and TV, and he's like, and the unicorn was $10 or something.
Right.
And since I said it first, I got the unicorn.
Well,
So
you can't get it at
on
Costco.
Friday, I don't know. So on Friday after the radio show, I went over and picked it up and drove around in Kalalui Wailuku with the unicorn in the front seat. It was pretty cool.
So you really have a unicorn?
I have a 4-foot unicorn. I gave it to my friend Kurt. It's in honor of our friend Charlie, someone who recently passed away. So yeah, it was kind of cool to drive around with a unicorn. So I think that was funny for everyone else who saw me. Because
Taguma actually ignored you that
yeah,
day.
he ignored me that day. So.
Do you do things in your car that to be fun?
Careful.
Whoa.
She drives around and hands out pamphlets.
I don't even know where he was going with that. So do you do things in your car that you're laughing at, where you say, I pulled one over on everybody?
Yeah, all the time.
Really?
I think I'm hilarious.
Give me an example. You don't have one. I do though. Go ahead.
I don't know. I think I'm pretty funny.
Like cutting off tourists in traffic.
No, I make fun of people in my mind
Yelling at
sometimes.
people while driving a Honda.
I sing at the top of my lungs, and I like really get into it. It's like, if I hear like a heart song, I'm like doing the fist pump and.
Really?
Yeah, I think that's funny.
And people look at you and go, wow.
People are like, wow.
You're cool. Yeah, you're cool.
I have a friend of mine. He sees me doing this all the time in the car as well. I have no shame. He apparently has so much shame.
Yeah.
He just drives in his car perfectly still, listening to his favorite CD or song on the radio.
He can't move?
He will not sing. He won't.
Boring.
Because he's really concerned about the other people on the highway.
What? I don't
Isn't
want
that
to
sad?
know that guy.
That's Maui for you.
That's
yeah.
sad.
Yeah.
That's a funny story?
That's a
No.
sad story.
No, it isn't. He already told
It's
me
a different type of funny. It's like punch drunk
Don't
love
cover
funny.
up Bob's helmet.
Sorry.
Okay, before there was
no
okay.
respect.
Go ahead. Did
Messing
you,
with you, Bill.
what did you say?
Jojo.
Well, no, I'm not ready for JoJo yet. So I'm ready for me. So when in a younger time, I've always tried to be ahead of technology because do you like technology? I love anything to do with it.
Terrible.
Yeah.
I love
Hate it.
technology.
Yeah. Bill doesn't even have a cell phone. Did you know that?
I'm analog retentive.
Yes. And not
Heard
very
that about
funny.
you.
So Bill is anti, and I'm very pro technology, and always have been. So when I was younger, I bought the first VHS machine. There was Beta and VHS. You remember those, okay? I bought the very first one in Utah. There was nobody bought it, and I was the first guy to buy it. And guess what I could play in it?
E.T. the Extraterrestrial.
Porn.
Neither one of those were available.
Ghostbusters.
He stole the answer
There was
from my
only
mouth.
one. There was only one movie out, and I had a
Matrix.
VHS machine.
Was it on 20th Century
No,
Fox?
you guys are way too young.
Taxi Driver.
Land Before
My
Time.
Little Pony.
National Treasure
Bush
2.
Cassidy and
We were
the
close.
Sundance
We were
Kid.
close.
I was there and I don't
Pillow
even
Talk.
remember.
Caddyshack.
Okay.
MASH, Catch
Godfather.
22.
It's not
Okay.
fun anymore.
This was
The
before.
jazz singer.
Tom Hanks Splash,
Throw
1984.
my mama from the
Steamboat
train.
Willie.
Debbie Does
The
Dallas.
great train robbery.
Karate Kid 1.
I'm so sorry I even asked that question.
Potemkin.
Terminator.
Okay, stop.
Waiting for Godot.
So, but later on there were video stores.
Look
Remember
who's
the old
talking.
video? But there was not Blockbuster or anything. It was just they had a few videos. But I was ahead of my time. Another thing is I found.
Wait. What was the movie?
What is the
Yeah.
movie?
The last
leave us
Oh, I don't know. I just said there was one in the show.
You don't know.
It's
Where
a
I
never ending
got
story.
Oh, man.
It could have been E.T.
What a
Labyrinth.
disappointment.
I couldn't have been. E.T.
Temple of Doom.
Oh, stop it. So,
Chee Chee Bang Bang. Something.
Romancing the Stone.
Tootsie.
this is so before.
It was
Rain
Marty.
Man.
It was
you guys
Cheech
are
and
so
Chong.
young.
Wizard of Oz.
You don't realize how old I am. Or
Wiz.
maybe you do.
Gone with the Wind.
Oh, stop it. So the next thing
Buster Keaton.
Citizen
and-
Kane.
Of Mice and Men.
so
Look
the-
who's talking now.
Young Mr. Lincoln.
The Naked Gun
Joe's
33 and a
apartment.
third.
Our
You know, I
gang.
saw that on Facebook where you posted you got to see Naked Gun.
So funny.
Yeah.
Ghostbusters.
So,
Master of
so my
Disguise.
next thing that I wanted to buy, and I wanted to buy a cell phone, and at the time, cell phones were not cell phones, but they were mobile phones. But they had a box. Do you remember the box?
Yeah, they brought them back from Desert Storm.
Oh my God, they were like huge. And so I wanted to have one, but I didn't have enough money to buy one at that time. And so what I did is I unplugged the receiver out of the regular telephone, and I unplugged it, and I would put it up to my ear as I'm driving along like I'm talking to somebody, and people would say, whoa, you got a phone.
Car
And I-
phone. Car phone.
It's something like that. And
That's an Oldsmobile.
and so I felt really cool. Later on, I bought the first box. Remember when that huge box I would carry around? Because people really thought I was, really cool, carrying around a thing that weighed about 10 pounds with a thing you pull up and talk on it. And we
Did it have
used
like
it.
a hand crank on it too, didn't you?
It did
Was
not
this a
have hand-
rotary phone?
Was it Motorola?
Alpha to Bravo, Niner.
You guys,
Trigger 19.
obviously, I need to get. You remember those kind of phones, don't you? People walking around with those.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. See, I was
it had
one.
a cord?
I think you and I should just do this show and forget these young people.
It looked like a gun from Ghostbusters.
I have to say, I am honored to be with people like this.
Is that right?
Not necessarily these people, but
Yeah.
people like this.
What do you mean people like this?
Yeah, what do you mean?
Your kind of people.
Oh.
So I don't know if you've noticed this, but Bill and I are a little older than some of you guys.
That's right, kid.
And as we get older, something really happens.
Pizza.
Do you enjoy getting older?
I did see the peck of
Oh
insurance.
man, I'm telling you, I'm almost 70 years old.
I know. And do you enjoy getting older?
Hell, I could drop dead any moment. You
What-
know, it makes things a lot more.
I saw
exciting
your commercial.
for other people.
Okay, so what is probably one of the most surprising things about growing old?
Erectile dysfunction.
Yeah, I didn't want to know that.
That was surprising.
That
Just
just
get a
surprised
couple of
me.
bathtubs.
Sorry, we can't talk about that.
This was in
So
my
does that mean all
contract.
these,
We were
all
not
these
allowed to talk
microphones
about
bother
his
you
penis.
right now?
Well, if they could just point away from me, I'd smooth this one slightly.
Right. All right. Well,
Take the blue.
I'm
here's
also
what
a
you're
little
going to find
curious
out.
about
I'm going
this,
to write
you
your
know.
diary in advance, guys. Okay, you young people. And this is the honest to whatever truth. And
Honest to
Michael, back me
goodness.
up on this. As we grow older, we become invisible. We're totally
I'm sorry, did you say something?
That's the way
no.
it is.
Is that not true?
So true.
It's so true. As we
It
grow
is so
older,
true.
we have no value, because you guys have all the value.
Except from the other 90-year-olds who are walking around the mall.
What do you mean?
What are you
you're
talking about?
invisible?
Look at that young whippersnapper.
You guys take forever, so we know you're there.
You guys have Senate and Congress. What else do you want?
Everybody
Yeah,
knows
really.
him at Holly
Ain't that the
Mahalo.
truth? So no, but you will come to a time in your life that you will say, "Oh my God, I'm invisible. I'm
invisible
Carl,
now.
is that not true?
don't think it'll be-
Don't old people be? Look at see, even Carl knows.
I forgot
Trish
Carl was
the
here.
dish.
Yeah. Sonny and I are too
I
loud,
just-
and Chino's too big.
No, I
too
grew up-
big. We'll
I-
never be invisible.
I grew up Catholic. I know what it feels like to be
I'm
invisible.
recovering Catholic too. We can share so much.
I know. Hail Mary.
Hail
shoot.
Mary.
Well, let's go with another story, and then we'll get back to. But you mark my word. There's going to come a day, Bill. You've already arrived. I've arrived. When you say we're invisible, people do not notice us, nor do they give us any value whatsoever. And there's a certain point where you go, that's okay.
I gotta say the mustache helps though.
Yeah, makes you more distinguished.
I'm definitely paying attention to you.
Yeah.
I'm really just watching your top lip. Like, where did it go?
Oh, the Balderdash.
All right.
Is this an Arizona thing?
Balderdash
Will they only
should be
let you
like a
in if you
hero.
have that?
Balderdash.
It's not an Arizona thing. Okay. So McCartney, you got a funny story for us? Something happened to you, maybe?
Not necessarily funny, but this
Well-
morning, real early, I got up and
Yeah.
my aunties came by. They wanted me to help them out this morning.
Right.
And I'm like in the back seat, like, what are all these pamphlets? And then we're cruising through Wailuku. It's like 10 minutes to 6. I see a car I recognize. I go, hey, Auntie, I think I know that guy. Why don't you give him some of those pamphlets? And sure enough, it was Chino.
I was really I was really hoping it was drugs too. I was really disappointed.
When you started that story,
That was
You
the
already
other
knew where it was
little
going.
I
girl.
knew where you were going. It was so hard for me to say,
Shut up.
you got nothing, you got nothing, you got
No,
nothing.
But something kind of strange for me.
Really?
Something that only happened to me maybe 3 times in my entire life is that I was invited by a friend to come to his home to
Yeah.
play board games.
Huh.
I didn't,
All right.
we talked about this in the past. I never
Yeah.
played Clue and stuff like
Oh,
that.
that's
so
right,
very
Uno.
little board games. So years
fun.
ago, I played a Trivial Pursuit game called Silver Screen Edition, and I won, and it upset my friends, and no one would ever play with me again.
Right.
And I bought the bloody thing. So it's like, well, there's $30, and I'll never get
Yeah.
to use again.
Saying that's
read
just
the
like
card by
Mario
myself.
Party.
So yeah, so I was invited about a week ago to this guy's house. The guy claims to be anti-technology, yet I go in there. I always thought it was going to be a board game, but it was actually a game that was projected on a screen through
Magic.
Game Boy.
Lame.
A Game Boy.
Yeah, what is
Projected on
Really?
the right.
that? Anyway, so
It's a Game Boy.
a Game Boy.
Was it at
So-
least Game Boy Color or was it
It
like?
was like a big
It was
screen.
Game Boy Saturn.
But apparently I was invited over because they thought, oh, this has to do with movies. You know what? McCartney would be the guy because he'll get this. He'll beat us all. And I'm
Was it
like,
Seen It?
What a pretext. That's exactly what it was. It was Seen It.
Seen it.
And I'm like, oh, all right,
Seen it.
I'll come over. I didn't think I was going to make it, but I made it. And I got there, and I got a lot of stuff wrong, but I ended up, kicking everybody's Okoli.
Oh, yeah, big time.
I can only
So now there's another game that I will not be invited back to.
Never.
Like
ever.
Crimes Against
I
Humanity.
can only imagine that was
Okay,
a
so,
game.
That was a great one.
McCartney is
here.
true. Is true.
See, I don't make
It
everything
has
up.
words we can't say on air.
This
though.
is a true story. Can you believe it?
Actually, this was at Bill's house.
What?
Bill's house. I was there. Michael was there.
I was
Bill
there.
already
I
forgot.
really did not want to invite McCartney. We had been there since 1 o'clock. It was like 5:30. Wasn't it something like 5:30 or 6 or something? And that's a long time to be at anybody's house.
Yeah.
And I,
Even
mentally
my
I
own.
had left
Especially
hours ago. And then McCartney calls and says, "Can I come over?" And we said, "Sure." So now we know we're going to be a lot longer.
Wow, the story changes. I was invited.
It was.
And it was 2 a.m.
He was invited. He was
And the
invited.
little girls were there with the pamphlets.
But McCartney,
And wait.
there's very little McCartney doesn't know about the movies. Directors, actors, plots, doesn't matter. He was 30,000 points ahead of
Oh,
the
man.
second guy, which was me, and I know nothing, but I was second.
Yeah.
But he was 30,000
he
points
came in
ahead of
second because he kept seeing what I was
me.
choosing.
That's
You know,
right.
He wasn't even
That's
reading
the
the
way it's
question.
Cheating. He
I
was
always-
totally cheating.
Larry John.
I always look in life, too, for getting through college or whatever. How can I make this happen where I turn out a winner and I don't have to work too hard at it? You know what I'm saying?
Well, life is an open book test. We have
The American
smartphones.
dream.
No big deal.
Pretty much.
Yeah, just carry that on your hip. You're
So
good.
all I would do, because you get more points if you're first, and then if you're second, you get last, and third, and fourth, you get less points, right? So all I would do to come in second, Bill, you didn't know this. I would just, whatever McCartney said, I said yes. What it was, A, B, C.
Even the wrong ones.
Even the wrong ones. I answered wrong when he did, and I'd say, "Oh, darn it," and then I would say, "Got it," like that. But I was just watching what he was saying. Now, have you ever done that? Have you ever? Is that's not cheating, though,
I'm an
right?
honest American.
I'm told I was there, and
If it's a game, I don't
respect
cheat. But
It's
if it's
not-
real
Yeah,
life,
I wanna
I
win.
play to win.
I want to play to
Unless
win. I
it's-
don't like to cheat.
Unless it's Battleship.
Really?
I never
You don't
cheat.
like
Battle-
to?
you
No,
cheat-
I'm
you
a
cheat on
trivia
Battleship.
person.
Always treated
I-
Battleship.
are you good at movie trivia?
Heck yeah.
Yeah.
You're going to get an
Really?
invite
I'll kick
from
some-
Bill.
You're gonna
Okay,
get an
some
invite.
McCartney.
Oh, I'm out.
Real quick,
No,
tell
no,
tell
we
her.
gotta-
Yeah, he'll invite you.
competition.
You better be careful.
Yeah.
And then you'll be over there for hours on end playing this thing. All right.
Like last
So,
Blue pills come
I
out.
saw the moon
so
come up. the
McCartney,
moon
ask
go
her
down.
ask her a question she's not going to be able to answer.
Having
Don't say I got
breakfast.
nothing. I got nothing. I got nothing. A movie question. She says she's pretty
Hit
good
me.
at trivia. Hit her.
Don't get like French cinema on me. Either.
Okay, who's the star of Steamboat Willie?
I know.
Oh, really?
Who is Steamboat Willie or Mickey Mouse?
Mickey.
There we go.
There
She
you
knows.
go.
There you go. She'll be able to
And
do
that
it.
was way
Whoa.
before our time, your time.
Circa.
You are good then, right? I would like to see you two battle it
1921.
out.
Yeah,
wouldn't
we
you?
should
We
have
could
a
do
battle
some
of
trivia.
Pretty much the entire
You should
cartoon.
come to my Mulligans, and I do every Thursday night. I do trivia. For
Yeah,
a crowd
I've
of,
seen it on Facebook.
of drunken folks.
Yeah.
But I'm like Shawn Michael. It's like, oh, it's a bar. It's noisy.
Yeah, but if you have to be quiet, all you have to do is sit at a table and write down the answers on a piece of paper.
You can even yell "shut up" at the noisy people, and
Yeah.
it looks twice at you.
No, I know.
Yeah.
She told me to shut up once. Remember?
People take it
First
really
time I met her.
serious.
All
I
right.
did tell you to shut up.
That's what she
remember?
said.
I know. I do. God, I'll never forget it.
But
Dog.
I
She
did not
a-
tell you to shut up. I just said, can you please be quiet, sir?
No, I think it was closer to
I'm
shut
pretty.
up.
Yeah.
I don't usually
mean-
walk around events and
Oh.
goes, excuse me, sir, can
Oh
you
my
shut
gosh,
up?
Jojo,
You know,
do you have
you're
a
right,
funny
you don't
story
say
for us?
excuse me.
Wait.
Yeah,
Before
yeah.
he tells the story, I gotta
Ouch.
say
What?
the whole point of that night, where
Yeah.
I'm never gonna be able to come by and play again.
Yeah.
I did score this nice tie, courtesy.
He
of
did.
Bill.
Well done.
Bill Best.
Well
That's
done.
nice.
Did you notice he was wearing that tie?
Ruby baby.
prize.
Play your cards right, and you'll be invited over and might win a
That was
bill.
shag now.
Okay,
or
let's
shag?
let Joe talk. Do you have a funny story for us? Or anything?
Yeah, it was a pretty traumatizing experience.
Oh, okay.
Hope none of you guys.
It doesn't take place in the kitchen,
Couldn't
obviously.
be worse than
Oh, no.
losing Bob.
But anyways, so maybe a couple months ago, it was during Christmas time.
Yeah.
My coworker just left for lunch, so I'm out in the office all by myself, and then this lady comes in. So I know, okay, it might be a regular customer. So she comes up to the front counter, and then she looks at me. Are you all alone?
Oh no.
And then she looks like
That's what
you know,
Trisha always
right
asks
into
me.
the left side of me. I'm like, oh, shit, I'm gonna die.
Oh,
But
buddy, bleep that.
Oh, sorry.
Okay, we had it. We had it.
Believe me, I'm in charge of posts. I can do
Oh,
anything.
okay,
Thank
okay.
you.
Sorry about that.
Yeah.
I'm going to hell.
Yeah,
Oh, anyways,
no,
so
aren't we all
anyways,
though? Really? Okay.
So I'm kind of scared. She's asking if I'm all alone.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yeah. Do you want me to? Are you looking for somebody else over here? And she's like, oh no. And then all of a sudden, this other guy with a guitar comes out, and they're starting to sing Jingle Bells, Jingle all the way.
Seriously?
It was carolers.
Really?
But this is in the daytime or in the evening?
In the nighttime.
How weird is that to sing to one person?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, so but
Did they ask to use your bathroom?
That's bad, Carolyn.
That's creepy. This
carolers just
hap-
go to one person
This
in
is even
Korean
weirder
and
that
sing
this
it.
just happened.
This was at
Creepy
Christmas, right?
yeah, before Christmas.
Oh, okay.
Hi, everyone. I'm Larry John. It's time for me to break for a little commercial, and I've got something really special I want to tell you about. It's revolutionary, it's all new, and it's something you should think about, especially if you're going through this sense of problem like I have right now. This is called baldness. Many of you don't have baldness, but of course I do, and I really like my baldness most of the time. That is until I found a new product called the Chia Hair Grow. It's the Chia Hair Grow, that's right. The Chia. Everybody remembers that, right? All you do is take a little of this Chia lotion that I have right here, and you put it on your head. That's all you have to do. Put it on your head like this, rub it in really fine, really, oh, it feels so good going on. And after you have this Chia lotion on your head, all you do is go to bed, and when you wake up in the morning, here you are, a full head of hair. That's right. It just grows, and it grows so fast, well, you'll have to trim it daily, but you can also trim it, put it in your bowl, and use it as a salad. So tasty. The Chia Hair Grow. Chia. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back, and of course, we have to do our regular feature. Bill Best wrote this time. And because, Chino, I was tired of taking your abuse.
You asked me an honest question.
Not just his.
Yeah,
no, I know. But
I warned you
anyway,
before,
I heard
too. I was like, do
things.
you
I
want
heard
it?
things.
Chino, I'm going to make you be Beatrice.
Are you going to make me be Beatrice? Okay.
Yeah. Can you? Would you do that?
Yeah, I'll do it.
You have the honors.
Just so you know, Bill Best, I will also judge this one honestly if you ask me for it.
Try to be sexy.
You're Beatrice, by the way.
All right, McCartney, give it a try.
And now it's time for another installment of Andy and Beatrice, the old and relentless. Today we find Andy and Beatrice as Andy returns home.
Andy, where have you been? You left your hours late and I made a nice kale souffle. Have you been out boozing and carousing? What's that? With your hoodlum pals? What kind of, is this like in the 50s? Carousing with your hoodlum? Oh, you even did your, like, okay, sorry.
I didn't write this.
I know. I can see the difference.
Here, put the microphone so it's pointing at
Are
you.
you sure you want me to be Beatrice once again?
Carousing.
After that, I really
Carousing?
don't.
Is that-
But let's
So
give it a
leave
try.
to Beaver word?
Okay, keep
Carousing.
going, Bill. Here we go.
All right. With your hoodlum pals, you're not 16 anymore.
Beatrice, I have not been boozing it up and carousing, whatever that is.
Right.
I have no hoodlum friends, and I hate that kale souffle.
You never like the food I cook. I slave over a stove just so you can have a healthy meal, and you sneak off and grab a peanut butter and pickle sandwich or something.
I have never heard of such a sandwich.
The time I've wasted researching recipes, preparing dinners that Tinkles the cat ends up eating. I just don't know why I bother.
Beatrice, you are not a scientist. The kitchen is not a laboratory, and I'm not your lab rat. Tinkles would probably prefer it if I were a lab rat, rather than eat that tasteless, boiled down, sad excuse for a stew you make.
Maybe I should stop cooking altogether.
Good idea.
Then what would you do?
Eat peanut butter and pickle sandwiches.
Come on, Andy. Try some of my kale souffle.
It looks like an old deflated tire.
Well, if you had come home on time, it would have looked a lot better. Go on and taste it.
I'd rather eat Tinkles.
Just a teensy-weensy tiny little taste.
Where's the cat?
You're so... It says in a high-pitched voice. You are so very ungrateful. I keep the house spotless, wash the clothes, yard work, shopping. You're gone all day. I don't know where. You come home in at all hours.
Yes?
Hardly a word. Sit and watch TV until you fall asleep, and the next day do it all over again. I tell you, I'm at my wit's end.
La 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 la.
What are you doing?
La 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 la
La la la la la la
Not yet. Not yet.
Not yet. You guys aren't even here
yet.
Not yet.
Not yet.
I found a cue.
La la la
What
la
the hell
la
are you doing?
Oh, that's my new mantra. That's where I was this evening, out getting my new mantra.
What the hell is a mantra?
This afternoon, I met my psychic guide who instructed me to perform this mantra whenever I felt anxious or disturbed.
So, who is this psycho guide anyway?
That must be him now.
You invited a psycho to our house?
Not a psycho, my new psychic guide, Dr. Vinnie Von Blatz, and some friends.
Hello, good. Hey, can we come in? Yeah.
Say, what's this about anyway?
It's an intervention.
An intervention? Come on in. Come on in, everybody, since you let yourselves in. Make yourselves at home. An intervention.
That souffle looks good.
Yeah. Andy has needed an intervention for years with his lazy, no-account ways.
Beatrice, the intervention is not for me. It's for you.
For me?
I told Dr. Blatz how you were always nagging, telling me what to do, scolding me, forcing me to eat shrubs all the time, and he suggested I get friends and family together for this intervention.
This is ridiculous. I want this so-called doctor and all of you out of my house right now.
La 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 la.
Come on, everyone out.
Where's
No, stop that. You hear me? Out. Everyone. I didn't listen to me. Get out. Don't call the cops. Hey, I'm warning you. Thanks so, Michael.
La 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 la.
Thanks for listening to Andy and Beatrice. The old and relentless. Be with us next time when you will hear Andy say,
Hey, Beatrice, let's go out and eat and order something greasy.
Now, I want to know, and I want you to be very, very honest with me.
Really?
Put your mic up to me.
We've had this question. Why is my keep falling?
I want to
Erectile
know,
dysfunction. No, I'm just kidding.
was his writing any worse than mine?
It's just a different type of evil. That's all.
That's funny.
I thought you were good, by the way.
Thank you. Thank
Yeah.
you. I did my
He
best.
plays a great
I've
woman.
you're just trying
I've
to
played a
get out
woman
of
or two.
Yeah.
My other acting name is Tucker Downstream.
Wow.
I'm a female cabaret dancer.
We didn't have a guest this time. Did you notice we didn't have a guest?
Well, I mean,
Joe.
Joe.
No, Joe.
Pizza Joe.
Joe's made. I mean, he's my nephew. Are you kidding me? You know. So
Yeah, you're not a guest. You have to do dishes later.
seriously.
Just make sure you jiggle the
All
handle.
right. So, well, there goes the timer.
Whoa, we're all gonna die.
So I just want to know,
I don't wanna
do
die
you
here.
guys like having guests, or do you like just jawing like we've been doing this time?
we like having guests.
Yeah,
Do you
guests,
like-
guests are nice.
I like chocolate. So, I mean, I'm here.
She's easy. She's
I don't really
easy.
care for
I like
people.
that whoever you bring on normally brings food, so
Yeah.
if we can keep that tradition.
the food.
Yeah.
We like the food.
So you like the guest part,
Yeah.
huh?
But
See,
the
I was thinking
food,
I
we-
don't like guests.
We
I
really
don't-
like the food.
I
don't
love
like 'em.
guests.
Guests are okay, but let's maybe make it shorter.
Yeah,
you
like
know?
like I could interview
more
him
Yeah, it's
food,
before.
really
less
cutting into my
them.
funny
You have
story
30
time.
seconds.
More food.
Yeah,
See,
less them.
You're verifying, validifying what I already believe. I think we're better without guests. But hey, we can have guests if you guys want guests. You want some guests, don't you?
Of course.
Who's the guys you want to bring on?
Lots of people.
Are we
No,
enough?
no,
I want guests too.
I brought
think it's
Sunny.
fun.
I want to bring a magician.
We were supposed to have sex tonight, right?
Yeah, we were.
I want to bring a magician.
Whoa.
That's the trade.
I
wanna
Welcome
bring
to
a
showbiz.
mongoose.
The cat.
Mongoose in a
The
bag.
couch
You're
is
eating
behind the
mongoose.
With
curtain.
its hands tied.
All right.
So no Andy and Beatrice?
All right, guys. We need to let McCartney talk, and then we'll talk again.
Thanks, Larry John. You're swell.
Wait a minute.
Well, that's all the time we have this week for The Tub. In The Tub are some of Maui's best-known personalities, talking about life on Maui. The Tub is a production of Maui Live Show. Find us online at MauiLiveShow.com, where you can watch past Tub shows. You can also find us on Facebook. See you next time when once again Maui Live Show brings you The Tub.
All right, we're back. This is, boy, I love that. I really do. I don't know why. This is called the vamp. Remember, we always vamp at the end? And sometimes when we do the show, the vamp doesn't make it. But sometimes I take out part of the show because the vamp is so good. So let's vamp.
Let's all vamp.
Bill Bass. Okay. Bill Bass.
What happened?
Sonny Dennis. Joe Abella. Michael McCartney. Trisha Dish. Chino LaForge. And Michael John. My name is Larry John. And don't you forget it. Oh.